Welcome back to the Reggiana rebuild. This is episode 6 of the rebuild. Our second season in Serie A. Last season was great. I'm not going to dawdle. I'm here to make some signings. We have a big money from last season. I think I've been lied to. Did the game or did the game not say I earned an extra like 69 million transfer budget increase? Was that only for the end of last season? Did I have to make my signings last season? I ended the season. What? Where'd all the money go? Okay, well, back to the free agents it is. I mean, we can still look. 14 million isn't the worst, but I'll probably just spend it on coaches, increase our current squad, and hopefully do good enough so that we make money again at the end of the season. And maybe I should just spend it at the end of the season. I didn't even check last season. I just assumed it was for this season. Whatever, let's go make some signings, find some free agents, and see what we can do with them. Look what I found. I think I know who this is. And he's not Yoon Soo An. I think his name might be Hyungmin's son. Oh my god, he has 98 at least sprint speed coming out of the gate. Oh my god, this is like prime Son coming in as a regen. Fuck all that. Fuck looking at anybody else. He's coming straight into the club. He's replacing Do. It's gonna be a Korean link up with Minsu and Hyungmin's son. Well, Yoon Soo An, but you know what I mean. Here he is. The Korean legend regenerated into FIFA 25, FC 25, but Hyungmin's son is a Reggiana player. 80, not good enough. He's one of the highest. He's 55 million out of the gate. The game is so dumb. I think it's because it's basing it off how good Minsu is and the fact that he's not better than Minsu. He comes in with power shot plus, not finesse shot plus, or sorry, just finesse shot even, which is really weird. Oh. His value, I swear to God, his value just said 137 million. Hold a second. What the hell happened to everyone's value? Everyone has exploded in value. Minsu's now worth 192. Dragovic has fallen off in worth. Is this like some weird $86,000? I think this game is starting to break on me after all these seasons. And it hasn't even been that many. Oh my, 98 pace out of the gate. Look at this. This is filthy. This is filthy. Oh my god. I'm gonna convert him into a... I don't even know what to convert him into. I don't want to play him like wing properly. Maybe... yeah, I'll just convert him into a left midfielder or a right midfielder. Although it'll take a little longer than left midfielder, but he's replacing Do. I mean, he's gonna sit there anyways. Anyways, with that out of the way, yeah, I'm so confused. I think this is bugged because Minsu is older than Dragovic and is lower overall than him. Is it just because... I don't know. I don't know what's going on here with the value. Maybe it's because Minsu's real, but that also doesn't make sense because Yoon Soo Han isn't real. I think it'll probably... yeah, look at his growth. It just grew all of a sudden. I'll have to... I mean, I can't change it. There's nothing I can really do about it. But yeah, I'll have to just let it keep going. Bauer is back at the club, apparently. And he is potential to be special CM. I need him to go on a CDM plan. It's gonna take a while. I really don't want to play him at either of these. I think he'll do okay at CDM. I'll let him do that. Hopefully I can just force him in the squad as a CDM. If not, I'm gonna be very sad because he should not be wasted. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and sign some more players because we're not done yet. I haven't really found much else in the free agents, or at least just the general ones. It cuts off at like B last names, so I can't look at everyone. I'm gonna start sorting by the top 6 nations, go through Brazil, Argentina, England, France, all that. I'll start with Portugal. Here's a guy that looks pretty decent. De Silva, but he plays in the same position as Minsu, and I'm just gonna keep calling him Hyungmin's son, so he's just never gonna make the cut. Yeah, not much in Portugal, so I'm gonna move on to their neighbors, Spain, because that also seems promising. There's probably a few Spanish players that retire every year, so hopefully we find one of them. Did not take long to find this Spanish right back who, off the top of my head, there's Jesus Navas, who is quite old. Oh, he might have retired this year. Danny Carvajal, that's about it. I mean, either way, it's one of them or none of them. I mean, it could be someone I'm not thinking about right now. I really don't feel like checking exactly who it is because it does not matter. All that matters is he's getting signed. All right, I gave this guy 10K. Honestly, don't care. I think he's going to be vital. I mean, did you see his stats? It's probably another 80, 79, close enough. He is right in the squad. He is replacing Ortiz, the other Spaniard, because Mikic is honestly quite good, and I don't feel like replacing a real player. That means Baker Whiting might have to go, or Ortiz might have to go, which I don't mind doing because I'd rather keep the real guy over the regen. I've scouted just about every other top 9 nation, nothing else jumping out at me. I think that's going to have to do it with free agents. I think it's time to look at some real players for once. We have enough money left over, or hopefully, because I am going to sign a coach because, you know, coaches. I've managed to perfect all the coaches. They all sit at their ideal stars. This is exactly what you want to see in this game. But yeah, we've got everyone developing as fast as possible, even our youth players, which is especially important. So this is exciting. Now look what went under my nose. I did not check Germany. It was one of the countries I did not check. And my scout is reporting to me that this guy is pretty good. Is he amazing? Amazing? Probably not. And he's never replacing Dragovic. Plus we have Schroeder. That's not his name. It's Bauer behind him. So I don't think it's really worth picking him up, but I'll have a look at him. If he's immaculate, I'll take him, but he might be picked up by another team anyways. So I think that's it for now. We have made some good signings, especially our new winger, Heung-min Son. You know, he's not actually Son, but I'm going to keep referring to him as such because he is literally the regen. There's no way he's not. A Korean with those type of stats would only happen if Minsu happened to regen at the end of this sim. So yeah, I'm going to move forward. I'm not even going to comment on the preseason, to be honest. I might look at a new center back because our center back position is very weak. I will be 100% honest. So I'm going to have to look at that. But I will see you probably at the midpoint because I don't think there's anything else to highlight. I'll let you know if I sign anyone during the midpoint of the season. But honestly, it's looking good right now for this season. All right, so we made it to the midpoint of the season. I haven't really been watching the games too much, but from the rating, we've got a star, which was exactly what we had last season when we were 5th. It is a little lower, but hey, star is a star, so I'm hoping that we've placed pretty high on the table here. Honestly, maybe not hoping. I'm thinking at this point, expecting that we've placed a little bit higher on the table at this midpoint. So let's take a look at this table together. All right, December. Oh. Okay, December was actually really good. We won almost every game besides Milan, who beat us down 4-1, but we beat Inter. Wow, okay. Inter. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really baffled by the fact that we beat Inter 1-0. We beat a lot of teams 1-0. We beat Genoa 1-0, we beat Inter 1-0, and we also beat the Conference League team 1-0. I'm sorry, I'm not sure who they are though. November, on the other hand, not as great. We lost to Napoli 2-1, but we won just about every other game. 1 win in the league, 1 draw in the league, 1 loss in the league. Not the worst, not the best, but, you know, not much to complain about, but also not much to write home about. October, we took a loss in the Conference League against Lille. Not really surprising, but we also took many losses in the league. In fact, we lost every league game in this month. Only win coming from the Conference League against what I assume to be a Russian team. Sorry if they're not Russian. I don't know my European teams outside of the top 5, really. Moving on to September, we got 2 wins in the league to 2 losses, losing to Pisa, which should not be happening. I don't know how we've lost to Pisa, considering the fact that we came up with them last season and did better than them last season. So yeah, maybe this should be fixed by the second half of the season. I don't know. It should not be like this. On to August. With only 2 league games, drawing 1 against Atalanta, not bad, but losing against Juventus 3-0. They're a top tier team. I'm not all that surprised, but it's okay. But yeah, overall, not the best start to the season. Hopefully, we've placed at a decent spot here. It's not looking great, despite the fact that we've got a good manager rating. So let's have a look at the table and see where we sit. 12th. We are currently 12th with a negative record, 7-9. Not what you want to see. 23 points through 18 matches. That's not good. We are above Pisa at least, and also above Como, who are, you know, teams we came up with. That's kind of our spot. But yeah, like the top of the league, we got Milan, Napoli, and Roma, along with Inter. You know, just the teams you expect to see up there. But we really should be a little bit higher considering the season we had last time. Anyways, that's enough about the table. Let's have a look at the season stats. Minsu, 27 appearances, 12 goals. He's got more goals than Molebe. He's doing spectacularly through the first half of the season. He's 85 overall now. He's got himself an assist as well. Very happy to see that. Molebe is also 85 overall, 9 goals and 2 assists. Not really his best start to a season, but hopefully he turns this around. Dragovic, not his best season. He's kind of flipped it, going from 8 goals last season to 8 assists. So I am a bit happy that he's, you know, feeding the team, but Bravo, grown a little bit, but not much to write home about. Agemang is 81 overall, not bad. Yeah, not much else to say. Bauer, I decided to turn into a CDM. Did not mention that, but Kata is now kind of bench riding and Bauer is the main starter. So far, he's got 3 goals and 2 assists, probably all coming from when he was playing right mid. Bernal, who, Bernal actually, the reason he's only got 14 appearances is because he broke his leg in like the first match against Atalanta. He was out for 3 months and Sposito took over. So maybe that's why our season has gotten off to a terrible start, really. An, who's 80 overall, has not grown at all. Only 11 appearances, probably because he's out of position. And he's only scored 2 goals and recorded 1 assist. Not what you want to see from the Sun Regen, especially considering his stats. But yeah, I mean, not much else to really highlight. The Youth Academy's been doing pretty decent. I'm hoping we can find a center back to replace Gadol permanently because we need a big center back to really reinforce that defense and help out our goalkeeper, because we concede a lot of goals and not really what we want to see here. But yeah, the Youth Academy's gone well. I'm not really going to highlight it too much. Harry Morgan is growing. I'll probably show it at the end of the season because that's when it really matters. But for now, not the greatest start to the season. Hopefully we can turn it around. I'm going to look for a center back. If I sign one, I will probably cut in and highlight it. Otherwise, there's not much else for me to say here. I will see you at the end of the season. All right, so we've made it to the end of the season, and clearly we haven't finished every game yet. And that's because we've actually made it to the Conference League final, which is not something I actually expected to happen this season, but I was a bit hopeful. And given by how the league is kind of looking, I'm glad we've made the Conference League final, because there's no way from what I've seen so far that we've made a Europa League spot, especially considering the fact that we started the season 12th. So there's just no way we made it to 5th or above. I've lost all hope of that. I'm just hoping we salvage the season, maybe placed top 10 at best, maybe. But that doesn't really matter anymore, because as long as we stay in the top flight, a European result is much more meaningful than anything else. So let's take a look at this season here. Obviously, May wasn't too bad. We did win the Conference League semifinal against Frankfurt, 2-1 on aggregate. Very close win, but the win is a win. As for the league, Juventus beat us down. We beat Como and we drew against Atalanta and Hellas Verona. For April, we actually played Tottenham in the quarterfinals of the Conference League, barely beating them as well, drawing in the first leg and then beating them 2-1 in the second leg. We also had a good month in the league, beating Roma, who should be a league leader considering the fact that they were really good last season, 1-0. So that's a positive. We only lost 1 league game in this month. So yeah, March, our Conference League games against Häcken were very easy for us, 4-1 on aggregate. No issues there. We also beat Napoli, but lost. We've also beat Inter, actually. We lost to Milan and Salernitana, or however you say it, but we did beat Inter and Napoli, who should both be at the top of the table. February, another good league season. We beat both Pisa and Palermo 3-0, also beating Bologna 1-0. However, we did lose in the cup against Hellas Verona, a bit disappointing, and also lost against Torino 4-2. This season has been a bit weird. It's been like back and forth with either we're winning really well or we're just getting beat down by teams. Let's have a look at January. January, not the best season. Sorry, it isn't the best season, but Conference League final is a Conference League final. Yeah, not the best month for us either. We played 2 games this month against Parma, both games against Parma this month, and we beat them in one, lost them in the other, and 2 draws to even us out. So yeah, that's the season done. So let's see where we landed on the table. Not like it really matters because our European spot could be confirmed. Oh, well, I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm gonna win this game. There's no way I lose it. I'm really excited to use these guys in game. I haven't even seen their final stats, but I'm sure they've grown at least a bit, even if it hasn't been the best season in the league for them. So let's have a look at where we landed on the table. 10th on the table, which is literally the ballpark I put us in. 10th was honestly the best case scenario, a positive record. So that's something to be happy about. But other than that, we did pretty poorly throughout the season. Nothing to write home about. And we did beat Inter, Napoli, and Roma, who are all in the top 5. So that is something nice. We've got potential to beat these teams. I just don't know why we're not doing it consistently. I will say that we definitely turned the season around in the second half. The first half, I think we ended with like 20-ish points. So ending this half with 30 plus points is exactly what we wanted to see. We did not want to be in a scrap for relegation. So, we can take positives wherever we get them. But that's enough about this. Let's go look at the player stats and see how much our players have grown throughout this mediocre season in the league. Our number 1 player, Minsu, who had 54 appearances this season. Very happy he did not get injured because he scored 20 goals and bagged 6 assists. 7 of these goals coming in the Conference League. So he is our European man. Molebe also scoring a nice sum of goals. similarly scoring 7 goals in the Conference League and another 20-goal season in the league. He just loves scoring 20 goals in the league for whatever reason. Also, did not mention this before, but Molebe's 88, Minsu's 87. Life is good. Dragovic with 52 appearances, 6 goals, 15 assists. Not a bad season. 4 assists in the Conference League, 5 and 10 in the Serie A. Not his best, but not his worst. He grew, I believe, 1 point throughout this season. Contreras is officially an 80. I don't really know why I'm highlighting him, but he did all right, all things considered. Aguirre is now an 83, which is great. He also scored a goal and recorded 2 assists. Not bad for a CDM. I'm just going to list some of the big name players and see how much they've grown throughout this season. So Bravo's realistically next. Bravo, 82. I think that's a growth of about 3. Pretty good for a fullback. He's captain right now because I had to make the change of Bauer to CDM, meaning Kata is no longer really playing. And he can't really keep that captain role, even though he's kind of made for it. Godol's now 72. I still need to find his replacement because he's not growing fast enough anymore, and he's still angry with the club. He's still trying to force his way out. Bauer with 7 goals and 5 assists as a CDM, although he did play a good amount of games at right mid, so maybe the goals came from there. He's also grown to 76, which is good. He is potential to be special. Hopefully he doesn't lose it next season. I hope he keeps it, or at least keeps exciting prospects so he gets that development boost. Mikic is similarly 76. He is getting a bit older. Maybe look for another right back next season just to toughen up the defense some more. Russell, our boy out on loan, is now 78 rated. So he's doing spectacularly out on loan. I think he's coming back next season. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with him because, you know, we have An or Son at the right mid position right now. And Russell might have to go out on another loan, or maybe I'll have to change the formation to maybe suit him more, because I really don't want to let such a high potential player just go to waste or sell him. Maybe I'll just train him up some more and sell him for a higher fee so I can get some different players to strengthen the squad outside of wingers. Speaking about On, or our son Regen, he's now 82 overall, only grew 2 and really did not do as much as I thought he would. Granted, he only started 30 games because the game would not start him because he was a right wing. And he finally started, you know, appearing in games as a starter as soon as I made him the right mid, left mid role. But yeah, that's all there really is to highlight. Not much left to do here. I'm going to go play the Conference League final and hopefully we win. I mean, I guess I can look at the academy really quickly. Just a quick overview. You know, Harry Morgan is growing, is 61 overall. Very good. He's 16 now, so he can come into the squad. I'm thinking about bringing him in next season, maybe put him out on loan for a bit, and then he'll come back age 17-ish, and hopefully at around a 70 rated, so I can, you know, start him without feeling like, oh, we're starting a really bad player in the goalkeeper spot. With that being said, though, let's get on with this Conference League final. Hopefully secure our spot in the Europa League. This is the starting 11. Molebe up front, Minsu and on the sides, and everything else should be familiar to you. This is the squad we've been running for a while now, with the only real difference being On and Bravo, and I guess Bauer as well. All right, let's get this game going. No commentators, because I don't want them speaking over me, and also because I generally just dislike them anyways. So yeah, I'll highlight whatever is interesting in this game. Every attack from either team. This could be one here. That's not what I meant to do. On is already not playing all that well. I was totally trying to pass it to Dragovic. Not sure why I did that. But yeah, I'll just highlight anything interesting. I mean, this could be interesting for them. I'm not very good at this game. I've got to say, I just did a little move with Minsu there. Wasn't anything fancy, but usually not. Okay, that's my bad. Oh, wait. Minsu's got... Oh my god. Minsu's through. Minsu's through. Minsu's through. Oh. Hey, yeah, he should have passed it, or I should have passed it, but I was feeling Minsu. He feels really nice. I was gonna say I did like a really simple strafe dribble move against the CPU there. And usually it doesn't really work if the player is not like reactive. Not even like 5-star skill moves. I don't know what it is that makes a player successful at that. But yeah. Minsu somehow received the ball from this terrible pass from Mikic. Minsu, hold up play. On. Easy goal for On. Created by Minsu. Or you could argue created by Mikic. I'm gonna use the sun celebration because we all know who this man really is. He's kind of hench though. Not really what Sun was like. Yeah, I don't know how Mikic even like messed up that pass and how Minsu ended up with the ball. Not a great finish, but goalkeepers had a mare a bit there. Anyways, 16th minute, 1-0 to Reggiana. Hopefully it doesn't all fall apart from here on out. Villarreal has a chance here. Villarreal might be through if they can find a nice pass through the defense here. Oh, I've fallen for the bait. I fall for the bait on defense every time. Villarreal is kind of stuck. He's not doing anything. He's just skill move pass to me. Or flare pass, but not really sure what he was thinking there. On might have a run here. I don't know why he's curved his run. Molebe's through, though. Molebe could be through. Good tackle. Bravo's on the other side. He's not going to catch the ball. It's a throw-in for us. Dragovic has got it. He's got whip pass plus. He could play something if they just free up some space in the box. Backtracking with Dragovic here. I see on. Not quite. I think he was offside as well, seemingly. Molebe still got it. Up to Minsu, who turns around, does a little spin to Molebe. They read the pass. That's the end of this possession. Nothing left of this attack. We keep creating chances here. Minsu's open at the top of the field. Oh, this defense is playing really well right now. They only fell apart for that short moment. The midfield is really what's lacking in Villarreal's team right now. They keep losing the ball in the midfield, allowing for pressure on the defense, but they are not cracking for the most part yet. Here they come on their own, though. Nothing, no options for him to find. He's trying to create something here. He's found something. Just misses. My God, that was close for us. I cannot believe they just dissected us like that, or more so, dissected me. It all happened right before my eyes, and I couldn't do anything about it. That's the end of the half. Villarreal are down 1-0 from a goal created by Minsu, scored by On, and really fumbled by the goalkeeper on Villarreal. Hopefully we can keep this up and lift the trophy at the end of the game. It's been a good game for us so far, really putting the pressure on their defense, but we've had some close moments on defense ourselves, so let's hope we can lock down that defense and maybe score some more goals this game. Start of the second half is here. Villarreal start with the ball, and they're out the gates running, trying to find the goal, the equalizer, to put them back into this game. They might find it here, though. Long shot taken from Villarreal. Good save by Bernal, but they've got a corner. This could be very dangerous for us. Corner whipped in. That's a good corner. Not the greatest header. Easy save by Bernal. Villarreal are through here. They've got options. He's just cut inside. Could be a goal. Villarreal have equalized in this game. Bit of a foresight, not a foresight, sorry, an oversight on defense there. I totally bit there. Should not have bit. They cut in and scored an easy goal with no real pressure on them. Let's get the ball rolling again. 1-1 at the 55th minute. Hopefully we can score another goal. Another Minsu miracle, if you will. That was not it. Molebe has just played a seriously bad pass to no one, really. And they could be through, but Bernal comes out. Bit long. Bit too heavy of a pass there. Mikic seems really tired. I think he should be subbed out pretty soon. Along with maybe... I'm not sure. I'll have to look at the team management in a second. Could be a chance for Villarreal here. Another great chance. Ekitike does not bury it this time, though. We need to make some subs. Yeah, Mikic is really tired. He's got 40% fitness at this point. Subbing Ortiz for him. Everyone else, I mean, they are kind of tired, but not tired enough for me to warrant taking them out at this point. I would put in Du, though, when On reaches about, I would say, maybe 40%, if we go that far. Anyways, back to the game. Villarreal have earned a corner from that possession. Hopefully this one isn't deadly for us. Easy tackle for On, who could be off here. He's supposed to have 98 pace. He doesn't seem that pacey right now, but Minsu is in front of him. It's actually Molebe in front of him from out of nowhere. Molebe is running out of stamina. Bit of a foul there by the player. Molebe cuts in, finds Minsu, who shoots. Minsu scores! We're back in the lead in the 69th minute. What a play, link-up play from the two Koreans to Molebe. Well, actually, Minsu had no involvement until the goal. Bit of a strange pass, but... Oh, good job, Molebe, jumping over that ball. I would have been really mad if I hit it right into Molebe. Not the greatest finish by Minsu, I'll be honest, but I think his right foot kind of sucks. I might have to switch them around from left to right. Ekitike could be through here again. He is just messing with our defense. Not the greatest shot choice there, though. Villarreal have lost the ball. Never mind. Oh, they actually have lost the ball in a really bad spot. But nothing to do here with Minsu. Molebe's through. He could score. Oh, he's off the bar. Off the post. Sorry. Oh, jeez. Molebe should be burying that, all things considered, but this could be it. 87th minute. 88th now. Minsu playing with Dragovic here. Not much to find. He should just time waste. He should just time waste. But he's not going to. Oh, right through the legs. Dragovic turns around, tries to find a ball. doesn't reach on, it's going to be the end of the game, and that's it. That's the game. Reggiana have won the Conference League. Yeah, listen, I should have lost this game. They were tearing us apart in the second half, but we've won it. Minsu saves us in the 70th minute. Minsu, man of the match for me, putting up an assist, a wonder assist, and a nice goal to end this game off. This win in the Conference League has secured our spot in the Europa League next season, regardless of how terribly we did in the league this season. I think some of it might be chalked up to the fact that we're not quite ready for European competition at the same time as the league, but it wasn't that bad of a drop-off. We've only dropped about 2 places in reality. So although it looks bad on paper, winning the Conference League and dropping 2 spots in the league, not so bad of a trade-off. Next season, hopefully we can reinforce the squad with a better defense, maybe a big signing after this Conference League win. Oh, that's a bit of lag. Game's not liking this cutscene. All right, I've seen this cutscene a million times, but it feels a bit different to win it with Reggiana here. We've been through the mud. We've been through a lot throughout these 5 seasons, but it's not over. We've yet to win the Serie A, and we've yet to even make an appearance in the Champions League. We've just won the Conference League. The frame rate on this is not great. I'll be honest, there's not much I can do about that. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad in the end, but if it does, it's gonna have to stay in. I apologize for that. As I thought, Minsu man of the match with 1 goal and 1 assist. Malebe really should have done better, especially in his final shot of the game, or his only shot of the game, where he missed and hit the post. Dragovic had no shots on target, no shots in general, but he put up some decent crosses in the end. Bauer, although his rating was low, he did put up some good tackles in the midfield, and honestly, he created some chances with those tackles from midfield. Here's a cutscene for winning trophies. Not something I'm used to seeing with a certain other team I support, but we have won our only trophy of the season and our only trophy of the entire rebuild. A Conference League trophy, a big step to our future, especially when it comes to European competition. And there it is. That's the season done. We beat Villarreal in the Conference League, and we've got our first European trophy. Let's see. They give us 5 million. Not really all that exciting. 63 million apparently for next season, but that's what they said last season, and we didn't get that money. So hopefully we get it this time. But that's it. I mean, I've highlighted everything beforehand. You know, the only difference to the stats now at this point are the appearances and the 1 goal and 1 assist for Minsu, and the 1 goal for On, and the 1 assist from Molebe. Despite the fact that we placed 10th in the league in the end, it's been a good season for me. I feel it's been a good season, and I'm excited for the next season as well. Hopefully we get that actual money that we were promised, 63 million to be exact. And Inter Milan, I just caught that there. Inter Milan have won the Champions League. Not really surprising considering how well they did in the league this season. Got a few players like Russell coming back from loan next season. And like I said, really hope we get that money so we can spend it on a nice center back who can be a partner to Contreras, and maybe another nice right back, because right now that's all we're really missing. But yeah, as I said, that'll do it for this season. Next season hopefully is just as good as this one. Maybe some more European glory by winning the Europa League next season, or maybe even making a Champions League spot in the league next season. But yeah, that'll do it for this season. I don't have much else to say. But yeah, I'm done.